Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm very happy to have you here today with me. I am going to be sharing with you today my completed pages for March. This is usually, I know it's one of mine, but usually everybody's favorite video of the month. See what everybody's done. For March, I have completed 21 pages, which is really good for me. Usually I average about 10, give or take a few. But I was able to do 21. So I'm really happy with that. I did 2 buddy colors and I was able to complete a whip. So without further ado, I won't keep chatting on and on and on, and I will move these books out of the way and we will get started. Okay, so the first few pages I'm going to show you are from Chris Reiniak's Morning Scribbles Digital Coloring Book, Frogs and Friends Edition. Now this is a hashtag or color along every month hosted by Amanda Colors and Disney Meg's Coloring over at the Color With Us Facebook group. You'll see going along in the video that they have several hashtags and color alongs every month from different books and whatnot, and I pretty much try to follow and do as many as I can. But okay, yeah, so getting into this. Now, they started with the volume 1 book. I did not join this hashtag or color along when they did. So I have several pages that I needed to catch up on. They have already, from March, I believe they colored their very first page out of the volume 2 edition that came out. So for March, out of the volume 2, they chose this page. And I wanted to start it when they did, so that way I could be on track and, up to what they have done. So this is the page that they chose for March. I kept it very simple and basic. Alcohol markers and a little bit of Posca. Very plain, nothing fancy, crazy. So there's that one. And then, because I needed to catch up with some pages in the volume 1 edition, I chose 2 pages to catch up on. I chose this page only because I thought it would be perfect for Easter, with Easter being at the end of March. So again, I used alcohol markers, a little bit of Posca, and chalk pastels. I used some chalk pastel here, like for a ground, and on the egg, I made it kind of like a tie-dye thing. Thought he came out cute, and he's ready for Easter. And then the second page I did to catch up was the bunny page. And again, for him, I used alcohol markers, pastel chalks for the background and the ground here. And I used a little bit of Silver Pentel Sparkle Pop, which if it picks up, you will see it on the watering can and the shovel. There we go. So yeah, I think they both turned out cute, or they all turned out cute. And those are my pages from Morning Scribbles, Frogs and Friends Edition by Chris Reiniak. Okay, the next book I worked in was Johanna Basford's Small Victories. Love this book. And I did this page. And this page was a buddy color with Jody at the JI Colourist. This is my very first buddy color with her. So Jody, if you are watching, thank you so much for doing this buddy color with me. I had a blast. It was so much fun, and we need to set up another one very soon. I will link Jody's channel down below. If you are not aware of who she is, you should head over there and check her out. She has a lot of stuff on her channel, and she's always posting videos with different things, so you should just go check her out. But I will post a picture. I will post Jody's picture here. And as you could see, Her picture is beautiful. I love that she kept her colors bright and vibrant and they pop. And like that, the other thing I like about buddy colors is that, you know, when you're buddy coloring with somebody, you can both see the same picture totally like differently. So like that with Jody's picture, she sees or saw it as like obviously an, you know, underwater scene as a rock with corals and fish and whatnot. And like that, it looks fantastic. It could totally pass as a rock. Absolutely. Because, you know, there's all different kinds of stuff underwater, you know, rocks and caves and whatnot. I saw mine as a cave. So I still think it's awesome how we both saw it as two totally different, you know, kinds of backgrounds or whatnot. But again, I love her page. Her page is awesome. For mine, what did I use? I used Prismacolor pencils. I used Albert Dürer watercolor pencils for the water and I believe like the cave area. I used some white Posca. I have Pentel Sparkle Pop. And, oh, I used the Afternoon Tea Collection, which is a set of watercolor paint, metallic watercolor paints from Renaissance Colors by Renee. And I'll try to bring it closer to see if it picks up. There we go. On some of the corals and a little bit on the fish. That's where I used that. But yes, I had so much fun with this picture. I like how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. So again, thank you so much, Jody, for coloring with me. I think we both did a great job. And that was my picture from Small Victories by Johanna Basford. Okay, now I have Sea of Colors by Angela Gonzalez. Again, this is one of the hashtags and color alongs I follow every month, or I try to follow along with every month over at the Color With Us Facebook group hosted by Amanda Colors and Disney Meg's Coloring. And I did this page, which is a catch-up page. I know they had done this page. I can't remember what month they chose. I don't know if it could have been December or possibly January. I'm not sure. But I know they had done this page already. So I colored this one. This is my narwhal. I used alcohol markers. The background is done with gelatos. I used some Posca, a Pentel Sparkle Pop, Spectrum Noir metallic paint pen. So if I bring it closer and the camera picks up, all the starfish are done with the gold Pentel Sparkle Pop. Oh, and there's some stickles. You can see all the stickles, the glittery stickles for all the little bubbles or dots that were on the page. And then the Spectrum Noir metallic paint pen in silver I used for all the dots or bubbles or whatever it is going around him. So yeah, that page was fun and completed. And then there was this page. Now, this is the page that they had originally chosen and done for February. I wasn't able to get that one done when they did, so I was trying to play catch up. And again, I used alcohol markers, Posca, and some the Spectrum Noir metallic paint pen in gold, which I used like on, there you go. I used on their crowns and some on the shells and just little areas here and there. Oh, and did I use? Yeah, I used the chalk pastels for the background. So that was the February page that I caught up on. And then the page that they had chosen to do in March is this one, Protect the Environment. And this was a fun page to do. I went online and did like a Google search on each of the animals just to get an idea of, you know, their colorings and whatnot. Tried to color it similar. I used my alcohol markers, Toolie Art acrylic paint pens, and some Sparkle Pop. So again, if I bring it closer, you could see there's like the shine sparkle pop on like the sea turtle and the sea lion. The paint pens were used on like these yellow areas of the Napoleon fish and some of these spots on our whale. But yeah, this page was fun. It was interesting to find out some facts about these animals and see, you know, images and whatnot. But yes, that was the March page, and that is it. That was all that was done out of Sea of Colors by Angela Gonzalez. Okay. Next we have Flora by Maria Trolle. And the page I did here was this one. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I had originally chosen this page because, again, over on the Color With Us Facebook group, Amanda Colors always chooses every month for the AC Palette Challenge. She chooses a Sarah Renee Color Cube card. And that's like the palette that you use for any kind of page. And I thought that the color card that she had chosen for March would go perfect. So I started with like the flowers and the leaves and whatnot. But when I got to the little insects, I looked in the back because the index in the back gives you a listing of all, like, I guess, like the names or scientific names of all the plants and insects in the book. And I wanted to try to color them realistically. So I did my best. I am happy with how they turned out. But I didn't know if that would necessarily count then for that challenge because I introduced now, this one would go, but like the bee and this butterfly, moth, whatever it is over here, not necessarily. So I put the card on the side and I chose a different page for, you know, to use for that challenge. But I am very happy. I mean, here you could see this one had a lot of detail that I really tried for a small space. I tried my best to add as much detail as I could, or at least to try to follow the pictures that I found online. I'm happy with how my bee turned out and this guy over here. But yeah, the flowers took me forever and a day. But I really, really am happy with how this turned out. I don't really color in her books as often as I probably should. And like that, they're just gorgeous illustrations. I really need to color more in here, but I'm glad that I got this one done and I'm happy with it. And again, this was from the Flora by Maria Trolle. Okay, next one is from A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo. And we did this one. And this was my second buddy color of the month with Jeanie, otherwise known as BoBeanie Creates. And I will link her channel down below in the description. Again, if you are unaware of who she is, or you want to go check her out, her link is below. She is a fantastic colorist, and I had a ball. So Jeanie, if you're watching, thank you so much for the buddy color. I had so much fun with this. I will post a picture of Jeanie's page here. I think her page is beautiful. It just screams spring and happy, and I love her bright, vibrant colors, and she did an amazing job. For my page, I kind of struggled at first with my page. I knew I wanted the bunny to be white. I wanted a white bunny. And with that being said, I knew that I wanted like the florals and flowers and whatnot to pop. So I tried to go with like the pinks and the purples and, like an aqua type of blue color, which I think looks good. I colored my tortoise and my little bunnies. And then all of that is colored with Prismacolor pencils. And I used some Posca. And then, I don't know if it'll pick up. Kind of around the flowers, like over here, the outline of the flowers and a little bit in the ear, I used a watercolor set from the Art Spirits, just for like a little bit of that sparkle and shine I kind of wanted. So, and then I was happy with it, and I was going to leave it as is, and I wasn't going to do a background, but with it being such a large open background and the bunny being white, I didn't know if it kind of was just like, I wasn't happy with it, because I kind of wanted the bunny to at least be able to pop off the page or like stand out. So I was like, I need to add a background. What kind of a background do I want to put in? So it took me a while. Like, I didn't want, like, do I do yellow? Do I just pull a color from the florals, like pink or purple? I wasn't really sure. So I was like, okay, maybe like a light pink. So I used my pan pastels, and I started doing like a really light pink, but I wasn't loving it. And I said, it needs something else. So then I started adding like a little bit of yellow, which kind of made it like a yellowy orangish color. And I was okay with it. And then I was like, oh, let's go a step further. And I pulled out my circle stencils, and I just started erasing, and now I got my little circles going on. So I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know if I should have chosen a different color or colors for the background, but I think it's okay, and I think my bunny and my tortoise still pop. So overall, I'm happy, and I had a good time with it. So, yes, that is, again, from A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo. Okay. Then we have Secret Invitation by Natsuki. This is a Japanese coloring book. And I did this. This was the whip that I had finished. I had started this page in February. Wasn't able to complete it, so it was my whip. I got back to it, though. And when I had started it, I think I based most of it. The mouse, the door, the mailbox, the tree limbs, in using my Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. And that's all I had done. So then I finished that, and I went in and I colored with Prismacolor pencils. I used some pan pastels for the background, like the sky area. I was going to leave it blank, but it needed something, so I kind of just threw that in there. There's a little bit of white Posca, and I used my Coliro Pearl Colors metallic watercolor set, the Earth set, for some, like here, oh, there, it picks it up, some areas on the suitcase, the little bow on the invitation, the border of this little label there. I think that's it. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's a whip that I was finally able to finish, because I hate having whips, and I have a lot of them. But yeah, I'm overall happy with this page, and I can't wait to continue in this book, because this book is super cute. If you haven't seen a flip through, or you don't have the book, like, check it out, because it's adorable. But yes, that is my completed whip from Secret Invitation. Excuse me, guys. Okay. Next, I colored in 50 Clover Mandalas by Camellia Angel Cova. And in here, I did 2 pages. This is the first page I did. I really like how this turned out. Nothing crazy fancy. I used my alcohol markers and some gold Pentel Sparkle Pop, which, if it picks up, it's kind of like around these areas. And I was hesitant. It took me a while to get this page like the, you know, pick out my color palette. This is actually the page on the cover of the book. And so I was going to use inspiration and do these colors. But I was like, eh. I mean, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong. But I wasn't feeling it. So I was just thinking, and I decided to go with like an orangey, yellow, bluish color. And I think it worked out. I really like how it turned out, personally. So that's what I went with. So we have that page. And then the second page I did was this one, which this is the Sarah Renee card, Sarah Renee Clark Color Cube card. Can't speak today. That Manda Colors had chosen over at Color With Us Facebook group for this hashtag, the AC Palette Challenge. So this is the one that I originally was going to use in the Flora page, but decided against it because I didn't know if it would really go, like I said. But I used it on this page. And I think it works. I like how it came out. I'm pretty happy with it. And this is just, there's no sparkle or shine or anything. It's just straight alcohol markers. So yeah, that was that page, and I'm happy. And again, so that's 2 pages out of 50 Clover Mandalas by Camellia Angel Clover. What did I do? Okay, the next one I worked out of was Teddy Bear Therapy by Diane Dufour. I absolutely love her books. I was planning, I really wanted to color in her other book, the Fur Bowls book, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to work in that one. But I did 2 pages out of here. And I did this one. And for this one, I based the sky, I think the tree, the grass area, I think the water. I used my Alberture watercolor pencils. And then everything else is colored with Prisma. And I used a little bit of Posca. And I used a gel pen on, I think I just used it on the butterfly, which it's not really picking up. But he is sparkly in person, so. I do wish that I would have made this, I would have worked better on the sky, blended it more, and made it lighter. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this page, and I'm glad that I was able to get it done. And then the second page I did was this one. I was originally going to do this page because I absolutely love this page. But I decided to hold off on it and maybe do it later. Maybe I'll do it for April, I don't know. Or wait till the summer months. I don't know, but I went with this one. And for this one, the background sky, because I wanted to make it, he was sleeping, I wanted to make it a nighttime sky. So I used my Juilliard acrylic paint pen. Everything else is Prismacolor pencils. I used some Posca and gel pen. So I think I went a little overboard with the Posca and trying to make the stars to make it a night sky. But, I mean, it's okay, I guess. And then, again, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but each of the lines on these, like, leaves, like the outlines and whatnot, have the gel pen. So, again, I don't know if the camera's really picking up on it that well, but in person it's very sparkly. But yeah, it was simple. Again, there were a lot of leaves, as you can see, so that took a while, but it's done, and overall I'm happy with it. So, again, that is out of the Teddy Bear Therapy book by Diane Dufour. Okay. Next, I worked out of 300 Mandalas. I just needed, at this point, I needed something just like a no thinking, just kind of get color on paper kind of deal. And a while back, I had originally had this book as like, you know, one of my top 10 books to complete. Obviously, that didn't happen. There's 300 mandalas in here. But it will happen eventually. But I figured if I work on it a little bit here and there and do like a few pages, I'll eventually get it done, right? No biggie. So that's what we did. I chose, I think I did 5 pages. Yeah, 5 pages. I chose Sarah Renee Clark's Color Cube cards for my palettes. And so the first one we did was this one. This is card 007. Again, all the pages that I did in here, the 5, are strictly alcohol markers, and that's it. So we have that page. Not too bad. I'm okay with it. It's a page done, right? The next one is this one, which I used card 008. I like how it came out. Like, I like the color palette. I wish I would have done it a little differently. I think like with the 2 dark colors, I mean, it's a charcoal and a hunter green. The 2 colors that I chose for that, I think I placed them too close to each other in the mandala. So I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. I think I could have arranged or done the colors differently where it could have looked totally different and maybe popped more. But, yeah, again, it is what it is. So, and it's done. Okay, the third page I did was I used color card 009. This one is okay. Not thrilled with it, but not, like, totally disappointed. It looks okay. Yeah. Out of the 5 I did, I think this one is my favorite. This one I went off of color card 010. It's more like a antique-y kind of color palette, I guess. I don't know. I just really like the colors in it. And I'm happy with how I distributed it throughout the mandala. So I like this one. I'm very happy with this one. It's my favorite out of the ones that I did. And the last one I did was going off of the color card 011, which seems to be more of like fall-y colors. But again, I like the placement of the colors that I chose, and I think it's okay. It's, you know, hey, 5 pages now done in this book, and I'm pretty happy with them. Well, most of them. But again, 300 Mandalas by Sally Berry. Don't worry, guys, we're almost done. I think we only got 2 more. Yes. Okay. Next book I worked out of was Serendipity by R.J. Hampson. And I did this page for a few hashtags. This is the Sweet as Honey page. And for this page, I used Holbein pencils, chalk pastels, white Posca, Pentel Sparkle Pop, Link Shine gel pens, and Wink of Stella. So I'll bring you up to see if we can catch anything. I think I used the Sparkle Pop on this little ribbon going around the jar. The Link Shine is on the little label, the honey. And I think I also used it on some of the butterflies, which I don't know if it'll pick it up. And then the Wink of Stella, it might show, I don't know. The Wink of Stella is on all of the bees' wings. But yes, oh, and I colored this little bee over here because, you know, he was sitting there and I just couldn't leave him out. But yes, I'm very happy with how this page turned out. I colored this for actually, this went towards 3 hashtags. The March Color Your Hoard, because this is the very first page that I colored in this book. Again, just like most of my other books, I don't always get to color in you know, obviously every book I have, and R.J. Hampson, I love his books, and I have pretty much majority of them, and I don't pull them enough to color in them, which needs to change because his work is just absolutely outstanding. But so again, this is the first page, and that went towards the March Color Your Hoard, hosted by Lovella's Coloring and T's World of Adult Coloring. And then there was the Be My Honey March 24 hashtag, hosted by Mary Full Colors, and the How Many Bees hashtag, hosted by @Be Cozy Coloring. So I colored this for those hashtags as well. And again, super happy. I can't wait to get back into this book, or, you know, one of his other books. So again, that was R.J. Hampson, Serendipity. And then the final page of the month was from Tiny Worlds by Matt Edwards. And the page I chose to do in here was Carrot Top Village, which again, I thought would be perfect for being Easter at the end of the month and whatnot, and it was kind of springy. This was done, I used Arteza Expert pencils on majority of this. My sky is done with the Neo Color 2s. I used Tooly Art acrylic paint pens, Spectrum Noir metallic paint pen, Pentel Sparkle Pop, and Posca. And if you have this book or have seen any flip throughs, you guys will know that, like, there is a ton of small detail in this book. And this page I struggled at times. I don't even know if the camera will really pick it up that great, but all these teeny tiny little flowers, and it took a while, but I am overall happy with the page. I wish I would have blended out and put a little bit more color into the sky. But I mean, I'm satisfied with it. And I went over like the smoke and the cloud, all the clouds on this page, the bottom of the clouds was like a straight line, which I wasn't crazy about. So I just used my white Posca and kind of like tried to fluff them out a little bit. Again, I don't know. Oh, there. I used the metallic paint pens on like the mailbox, the pails, some of the windows and doorknobs and whatnot. And my brickwork, all this brickwork, I was not coloring each individual little stone or brick. So I ended up using the metallic Arteza pencils. I think the copper, the gold, and the silver. And just pretty much colored all over. And then continued going over it to get an effect of like different colored looking stone and whatnot. So I think it came out pretty good. Not too bad. But yeah, I was not about to sit there and color each individual stone. Oh, no way. I'd still be doing it. I'd be here forever. But yeah, it was fun. And it was an experiment. So I had fun with it. And the page is done. And I'm happy. I'm happy with it. So again, that was Carrot Top Village in Tiny Worlds by Matt Edwards. And that is it, guys. That is all my completed pages for the month of March. I want to thank you again for stopping by and watching. I really appreciate everybody coming by, and for all of my subscribers. Again, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed and you like what you see and you would like to continue to see what I post up on the channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. So you can see everything that I post. If there were any books or anything that I have shown that you are interested in, maybe, you know, setting up a buddy color. I love, love, love my buddy colors. And I have met so many awesome creative people through buddy coloring. So if you want to set something up, you can contact me, leave me a comment below, or you can reach me on Instagram. My Instagram contacts or contact is also, the link is also listed down below in the description. So either way, you can contact me and we can set something up, and I think it would be fantastic. So again, I hope you are all doing well, and thank you again for stopping by. I hope you are all having a great month, and I will speak to you all soon. Okay? Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.